Hello, welcome once again to my channel, The Bitter Truth. I hope everyone is good. On Monday, I said I have part 2 on Friday about so-called pastor. These so-called some pastors, fake prophets, all this fake Allah, wherever other fake, deceiving people. They have to stop because it's getting too much. They have to stop it. Call for pastor. How can a real man of God, before you, I don't know, please. We have to wake up and we have to open our eyes. Because you don't use money to see a God. Because I always say that if it's human being that gives somebody a child, I will not have child. Because I don't have money to buy. Because if it's a human being that give a child, you have to buy it, they will sell it to a rich man, a rich woman. How can you want to go and see man of God? He call himself that God called him or her. A prophet call himself that God called it to be professor, whatever. You have to register before you see a man of God or prophet or so-called alarm or so-called this Muslim this thing. You have to sign a form. You have to pay money. You have to do this. What is that? Please, we all should wake up. We should open our eyes. If God really call you, how can you a child of God want to see a servant of God? God place you there as a servant. Then you say they should come and register. Who did not have money will not come to see you. This cause of fake pastor, fake prophets, fake miracle kill a many soul. They have killed many soul. All the name, the prophets, the miracle, the prophet, the vision. The vision. When somebody tell you will be praying, say, have a faith, God will heal, you be praying. You will not say you should take it to hospital. If hospital does not exist, medicine does not exist, God will not create it. God will not make it to be available so that people can go there and treat themselves. But you that call yourself a pastor, a prophet, a Muslim, is Allah, you will enter your jet and go to Europe. You will go to abroad to go and treat yourself. Then you are deceiving your members. Any pastor that doing that or prophet that doing that, you should stop it. You should stop because at the end it will not go for you and your entire family. Because you will say God, nobody will, nothing can happen. Something can happen because on the day of judgment, my dear, there's no abeg. There's no abeg. Because when you die, whatever you sow, your children will come and be reaping it. That's why your generation will they will eat, they will bite for what you sowed. Stop deceiving people. Lot of soul are dying. All the name of you say, pray, do fasting. Even say some, how can a real man of God that called himself that God called him or her to be a servant, or a prophet that said God call him or her to be a prophet or alarm or Muslim or whatever, then you will say a pregnant woman to be holding a fasting? Oh God. Even said the white people that bring the church to Africa, to Nigeria, if they'll say a pregnant woman don't use his stomach to play, you have to eat. If you are not hungry, force yourself to eat. Do you know how many of the name of so-called miracle, prophet, vision have killed their baby on their womb? They will not tell the person that the devil is the devil, is the devil. You have to who? No, it's not the devil. It's you, the prophet, the prophet, the pastors, the alarm, you know that tell the woman to be doing fast, so you know that he condition, other condition, or the person that have ulcer. Every man of God, let me tell you. Every man of God have to pray. Say anybody that have challenge or medical issue, please, they should not be holding a fasting. You don't test God. Even so, the God is when the devil want to push it, he said he know the Father. It's not the father they will test, because he know that when he jump, he will die. So why can't he do it? So please, because if maybe you are going to church, you don't read your Bible at home. You don't read your Bible at home. You don't test God, because you know that when you do that thing, it will harm you more. Then why are you doing it? All these fake pastors, fake miracles, should stop deceiving the people. A lot of people so are gone. They will not come back. And many pastors now, all of them, many of them, they are vanity. They like vanity things. And when it's written in the Bible, say all gold, silver, they are vanity before God. Where you as a servant, you call yourself as a servant of God that God calls you. When you call yourself, all this thing is relevant to you. Some pastors, they are members, they are dying, they cannot even help. Some pastors, some prophets, or some alarm, Muslim, whatever they call them, Moses, this thing. When they are praying, they will never go that you don't have money or don't have money. Whether you even eat that day, but they will be watching whether you put money in the offering. When you not put, the next Sunday they will use it to preach. Excuse me. As a real cause, say God called you. Say God called you to be prophesied, to be more, to be doing this. Why can you not go straight? After you go straight and see what is going on with that person? Whether you need help or you have a financial help of this thing, whether you even eat or even feed our family. No, the next Sunday you will use it to gossip on the altar. What is wrong with so-called this pastor, fake prophet, fuck up alarm? And for them, they will say God will visit you. Sleeping with people's children, divine young children. And the worst part, the police, they will see their mouth with money. If a God, one thing I only tell myself, when people, I don't know that the people that are going to their church, whether they are blind or I don't know. If the person that God call him or her to be a prophet, to be a pastor, to be a lamb, he will be using bodyguard, he will be using soldiers, he will be using police. You know that person is not a real. It's not a real before God. Because a real before God, he does not need all that weapons he's carrying up and down. He does not need it. She or her does not need it. Because he will believe that God will help her or he will help him or her. So why can't we not reason that? Please, my fellow Africans, my fellow Nigerians, we should wake up. We should make it right before it's too late. And mostly, what this for they do now, we women they cause and pass, because if church no full, no miracle. You know, we believe say now we are full, go reach outside. Now God they lies. That's so-called lies. Even say God is inside your room. God is everywhere in your room. And you know what? I'm referring to the one so-called pastor that God called them that in abroad, all over in abroad. You know what baffled me? They come to seek asylum. And when they come to seek asylum, maybe some agent send them, they have their permit. When they have church, or she or her, they have church. They will not, if the refugee attending to the church, they will not be advising as you come to seek asylum. Make sure you respect, you put God will answer you. No. They never talk how they suffer in where they hosted, where the refugee come. They never say that. They never say that. Just say maybe as they come, God just put the paper on their hands. Why are you deceiving the members? As a real man of God, as a real pastor, as a real prophet, as a real Allah, when you say God called you, when you get your status in whatever the country you are in the world, give the rest people a straight advice. Not to say our God is not a €5, our God is not a €1. Our God, when you put €5 down, when you put €5 down, it's €5 blessing you will get. You put €10 down. Are you a God? Are you a God? Is someone redeemed pastor from Europe preach that nonsense? Was pushing that nonsense in Europe, in abroad. If you put €1, if you put €5 down, if €5 blessing we have. If you put €10, you are just insulting the members. And then say, hey, write down. I was just looking there because they invite me. I was just looking them. What is rubbish? It's just laying a curse on you people. They say, write down. We should stop deceiving the people before it's too late for you and your family. Because you have money, because you so-called fake pastor, you so-called fake prophet, you so-called alarm, because you have the €1, you will say you are more top. You are top of all. Then you just see the member, maybe they don't have any bad boy, they don't have any godfather, any godmother. When you do that wrong, you will take advantage of it. Because they can't do you nothing. You have money to quash it in the court, in the police station, in this thing. What? Nobody pass above the law. Nobody pass above the law. When church, something happened in the church where the pastor was abusing one of them. I say use microphone. They locked that church and the pastor, they arrested him. They locked that church live. Because it's only Nigeria. What will not happen anywhere? It will happen in that Nigeria. Just my fellow Nigeria, please. You will see. The more the churches are many in that Nigeria, the more the criminal are many. If I don't know whether it's me that's saying it too, because I'm seeing, that is what I'm saying. You can just open your eye, you will see what I'm talking. The more the churches are many, the more the criminal, the more everything is increasing. Raping small children. When pastor rape small children, when the parents of the child shout down, he will use money to quench you, or he will be threatening them to kill them. A lot of fake pastor, fake prophet, fake alarm, they saw their hand with the blood. They will not do the dirty job that they say somebody, but automatic is you that do it. So all these fake pastor, fake Muslim, fake alarm, fake prophet, please, you should stop deceiving the innocent people. Stop deceiving them. You will say pray. They are sick. You will not tell them to go to hospital. At least when the doctor are treating them, they are just doctor, nurse. Pray that God should use the nurse and the doctor to heal them. Not to say they'll bring them to the church. But when you are sick, you just run to abroad to go and take your treatment. Some members, some people, I don't blame you. I blame some members that cannot see. Where their eyes is there to see. You will even ask yourself, also see the way he's driving car, is changing with his family. See the way you are from a year to year. Call yourself in order as a member of the church. Call yourself, sit down and talk to yourself. Then you will realize what I'm saying. Anybody that listens to this message, preaching, you will make it. Our God is not a poor God. Our God is not a poor God. It's not saying you will just wake up and see the money. You suffer like this. You sweat. Then it will multiply. Just sit down and be waiting for manna to fall for heaven. You will receive a lot. The God use phone, I never know. Now some fake pastor and fake prophet and fake alarm at the year say God is using phone. You know, so because all these people, they like vanity thing. Carry laptop, I'm sorry that this I had to shake it. Be preaching, carry laptop altar, carry tablet, carry this. What is that? All that is vanity, equals to vanity. You have a 10 jet, you have this, you have this. Some of your members, some people out there, they need help. And so-called pastor, I want to tell you, this is general. So-called pastors and prophets and the way they lash money. Please, you church members, as a church member, put your eye down. How did you get all that million on million on million? How did they get it? How did they get it? Like this girl now, Ruth, that be crying since 3 years now. That a 2 years old baby lost for Jeremiah Motole Church. Instead of that, is imitating the lady, arresting the lady, and the stupid police inside. Because anybody that journey that man to do evil back to the woman that just lost his son, what that woman see, what they will see with 10 times, what did that woman see? Because I was just listening, there was not even shame of themselves. He said the lawyer, I think 3 years ago, the lawyer come to the studio, whether it's the manager, they don't even shame to be talking it. They ask them, the camera is all everywhere, the church, camera is there, but they are not working. It's only the one where they are counting money is what they are working. I was ashamed of myself. I'm not even going to the church. I was ashamed of myself. So the pastor value the money than the people that are bringing the money in. That is what it means. Please, people don't misunderstand me. That is what it means. They just put camera, but it's not working. It's only the way they are counting the money, the tax money, the offering money. That is where the camera is. I'm sure it's not him that always do it. Maybe all the past, all the churches, so-called fake pastor, fake prophet, folk around, they are doing it also. You don't, the people that come to the church, their life, you don't follow their life. You just follow the money they are bringing in. If I were that church members, if I listen to that video, people will quit in that church because it does not value anybody that come to that church. What it value that is money. They don't even shame. They don't even shame. Say it's just camera is there, they are not working. It's where they are counting the money is working. Just imagine. Just imagine. Anyway, it's only in Nigeria that all the pastor can do rubbish that we get away with it. It's only in Nigeria it's happening. And the so stupid police stop here, wherever they be soldier. They will not even care to somebody lay a complaint, they will not even care to investigate it. Because the pastor, so-called fake pastor, so-called prophet, alarm, just give you guys money, you will just the person that comes to report will just be the criminal. Because it does not have money to give you, it does not have godfather, the person does not have godmother. Please, nobody know tomorrow. It's what you sow, you will reap in this life. No matter your money, when you died, no matter all the money you make for church or the way when you die, they don't put all of them into your grave. It's only what you put in your stomach, they will use it to bury you. Nothing is following you to your grave. Nothing. Nothing. Sleeping with people's wife inside the office in the church, Heritage Hotel. All these fake, many pastors sleeping with people's wife, destroying marriage. Fuck mother and daughter. Sleeping with mother and daughter. Then you will come to the altar and be preaching rubbish. You know what bad for me? There's somebody the thing bring it to my notice that this since 3 years this woman is crying roots. 3 good years now is crying, a bit more than. We have more so-called pastors, so-called prophets, so-called Allah. They are see vision. I see. Who is Rosemary? Rosemary. Why can't you not go and see the vision to find the truth? Whether it's truth, Ruth is talking that Jeremiah carried the child or not. Because not only people that call you will see the vision for. At least this call, we have thousands of pastors, thousands of Islam, thousand of called prophets. They are in that Nigeria. This thing is very simple. What this woman is talking since be campaigning everywhere. It's all you to just gather and see people say, God call you people. God call you people to be a servant. Then you are prophesied. You see in a vision. You do a miracle. Why can't you not see a vision for this lady to tell her, no, it's not this mother. Take your child. Then you people will say, you people will see the vision that will take the child from that church. He carried 4 children. They didn't see the big one, the second one, the third. They carried the smallest one, 2 years old, because that's Jack. It's lot because this woman cry out because many they are happening in that Nigeria. They are happening because it's only the people that are bold to cry out. And just look at the woman that are crying out now. God bless her with a lovely kid. The woman is just disabled. You guys don't even pity the woman. Pity a woman like that. Please. Anybody that do that is a heartless human being. It's a heartless human being. The day of his judgment. Anybody that are criticizing that woman, that what that woman is and as is taking good. If as is true that woman son 2 years old, Lord, what that woman see, what you that Johnny evil will see, it will more than 100 what this woman is passing through. So when you see yours, you will not survive it. This woman is alive now, but when you see yours, you will not survive it. What is wrong with some of our fellow human beings? What is wrong? What is wrong with some of us? What is wrong? Because somebody, they will just come out, they will be giving people money, a pastor, a prophet, as now will give people money, they have people, they will bring it out to be put in social media, whatever. Then you will say it's a good pastor, it's a good prophet, why is this spoiling the name? Money the person is bringing out was so-called pastor, so-called prophet, so-called bringing out. You people will not ask all this money, where they're coming from. You people don't want to care. You people care about the money is giving people. You people don't want to care about the root of that money. If it's abroad, it will never be lashing that money because they will investigate it where that money is coming from. It's only Nigeria, the person is going for free. Our so-called president is supposed to put at least, that's why it's a president in that Nigeria. He's there to serve all like we ordinary citizens to hear our cry. At least since that woman is crying, every governor in that state, every governor in Nigeria, the president, they hear that woman. Why are you president? Why are you governors? It's to help the common masses like us to hear our cry, to sort it for us. You say it's not my relation, it's not because the woman is not your family, it's not your this. Anybody that see the truth hide it. You will worse than what the person that even did it. Also, this also pastor, so-called prophet, so-called Allah, with their end of their wife, you know that what your husband or your wife is doing that is fake, and you are covering for him or her. My dear, your own punishment will more than the one your husband or your wife is doing in the altar. Because said the truth and the truth set you free. You don't see evil and close evil. You die in a truth that you die in a truth that you die, because you will die in a lie, you die in a coward. Because the way many people, so this so pastor are doing, also called this fake pastor, fake Muslim, for their fake miracle, is getting too much. Is many people's life has gone. Many people's life have gone. Please, we should try and open our eyes. We should try and open our eyes, because we will say enough is enough for the fake pastor, for the fake pastor, for the fake Allah, for the fake prophet. We have to say enough is enough. So that is I will rest for today, because like one church, they invited me. I was just looking, because God, the way God created me is different. It will just be utter. Do you see my Jeep? That Jeep is millions of euro. Do you see the shoe I wear? This shoe I wear is from Italy. I just look it. I was watching the write down. I was just looking all of them. What is this? They invited me there. How can so call a pastor that he said God called him? Because anybody God called as a pastor, as a prophet, as a now, you will know that all this thing is vanity. You will know that what we just mentioned is vanity before God. What concerns the motto, the Jeep you buy, preaching on the altar? That is what a million, because our God, the God is serving, is not a poor. What concerns the shoes you are putting on from Italy? What were you trying to say? So anybody does not have it, they have to go and steal or do one criminal or the other to get it. Is it that what you are saying to the members? Because before men of God, you are just preaching the vanity words inside the altar. Because that is vanity. Because for me, I cannot go and buy maybe I would say this lot is 300 euro or 2 or thousands or 15,000 naira or 20,000 naira when somebody is just crying. He cannot pay his child school fees, or they have problem. Then I will still go and buy that thing. I cannot sleep that night. Anybody that know me, I cannot sleep because my conscience will be judging me. I can't sleep because that person need that thing more than that thing I want to go and buy and put on. Because that thing is vanity. When I die tomorrow, they don't wear. I will not take that thing follow my grave. Preaching wet. Preaching wet inside the church, in the altar. Lies. You think that you are deceiving the people. You are just deceiving yourself. Because I will see some men of God or prophets or imam, before you see them, you have to fill a form, pay 1,000 naira, how much? When you see they have different fee you will do. Before you can, maybe as you finish paying all those, you will never see the prophet or man of God or Islam. You will never see them. They'll say his book, you come the other day. How can you pay money before you see a servant of God? Because as you say, God call you there. to attend to his people. Because it just be like when they got that's Moses and whatever, what is the other one name, to use them to take the children out from Egypt. If it's we as a black, the so-called pastor and prophet, before you go will lead them, you will say everybody has to pay money for you. That is it. Before you will take them to the promised land, they have to pay the money for you, as Moses and what they call what is this name? I'm forgetting. They did, where God used them to remove his people from Egypt. Then you will say they should pay for you before you will take them to the promised land that God said you should take them to. That is it. It's exactly that way. And inside the Bible told me that he said when you are praying or when you are saying the word, when you are saying word of God inside the temple, you don't use a hard language. Use the language where the people will understand you. Now, what I watch from the beginning to the end. God never used that words. Because like that one, I don't even know where they get it from. I don't even know where they got it from. I don't know what all these so-called fake pastor folk, Muslim folk, fake prophet got it from. Because it's not in the Bible. As you see me, I can read Bible when I start Bible, say before they break, I will not know. Because when it will be interesting me on and on. I can do 10 minutes prayer, 15 minutes, come to reading Bible. I can say to myself, I'm expert of it. I love reading. That's why because during the day you go to work, you have to find something for children, whatever. But in the evening, we're everywhere quiet to go, I settle down and study one by one. I studied it one by one. Because inside the Bible even told me, because people are putting it on the altar, inside the Bible I learned that he said when you do something for someone, you don't go everywhere to be publishing it, because the way exactly the so-called fake pastor and fake prophet and bringing it in, the telling to business. I just thought that they will know that they give money, they help this. I didn't see it in the Bible there. He said when you help somebody, let him be between you and God. The person you do it for is the person who will go and be telling people what you did to him or her. Not you will open it in the public, because automatic you receive your reward already back in publish it. Not to me say it. It's inside the Bible there. Matthew something it's inside there. Because I'm good at even when I say something number of something now, before immediately ask me again and forgot it. But I know that it's inside that Bible. I'm not encouraging people to not go to church, but I want to use this my channel to tell you. God said, in your back, you can close your room, back of your door, you can pray, he will answer you. In the toilet, wherever you are, if you say you are walking, ask God, he will answer, because God is saying, the more important thing, your hands are clean, and here is clean. What you know that when they do to you, you will not like it, don't do to another person. Automatic, you committed a crime. You committed a sin. Because you know that that thing will never go. Then forgive me. Tomorrow forgive you. Tomorrow forgive you. You know, say God have a long way. Give people a long chance whether they will change. Because when people are doing that evil now, the so-called fake pastor and fake prophet and fake Muslim, you say God is not there. God is there watching you. but at the end it will not good, and the entire generation will not be good. Because all that thing you just have, a minute, God can crush them from beginning to the end. God can just crush it a second. Please, I want to use this my channel to please all the call. This is not so called both fake pastor, both the real one, both not the fake, both the real prophet, both not the real. Please, we should try and change some of our preaching in the church. We should try and advising the young youth that come, because they are our future. Preach to them. You have to work before it. God help those who help themselves. Because all these children, and they are our future tomorrow. They don't want to work again. They don't want to go to school again. All the call, you will receive a lot. You will make it. You will do this. Preach the way it will help this our young youth, because they are our future. And when you even look, all these God pastors, go and look, check where their children. Most of their children, they are worse than the members' children in the church. But some will see deaf. No concern me. I don't say make una know, but you post stop and leading the people in a bad path. Lead them to the right path. Stop preaching vanity thing in the church. Because that is the thing, the most our problem is. Because they want to stop preaching the vanity in the church. Stop preaching it. Stop preaching the vanity. Let them come to the reality that when you don't work, you don't eat. Because it's too much. The church is increasing day by day, and it's not helping that Nigeria, especially the Nigeria. But that's what I know. That is where I come from. It's not even helping them. It's worse in that country every day and night. Because the problem in that country is the church, is the pastors, so-called pastors, them, and the so-called politicians. That is the problem we have in that Nigeria, especially that church. They call themselves, the one that call themselves, God called them. Young person don't want to work again. So to encourage them, they want to say, okay, you will go and build church for you, then you start from there. Because how can a young person, where blood is still running on his vein, a 20 years old, a 25 years old, say we should go out, he have to go and work. Because that work is a lazy for person. When God not call you, they call yourself. So I just say, let me come and use this my channel to talk to so-called fake pastor and fake Muslims. They should stop and deceiving our people. They should stop and deceiving. A so-called one pastor, the daughter was pregnant. One of the church member is unable, but they are pregnant. You know what he said? He said you have to abort it. He said because the guy is looking for status. You know that is a sin. It's a big sin before God, because you saw your hand with blood already. Joke. He went to go and abort the daughter's pregnancy. True, yeah. Before God and mine. I don't say what I don't know. I say what I know in this channel. He went to go and abort the daughter's pregnant. All the name that he don't want that boy to have status through is he says it's not real love. Then you come to church and you lay your hand, that's your filthy hands on somebody's head to be praying, having your sin to another person, when you know that before you and God, you created a big sin at that, to kill somebody that just God put there to be growing. Kill it, terminate it. Hey, Jesus Christ. And I don't blame her. You know why? Because the people, they're blind, they know it. A person that stand on the altar be preaching, then he went to go and kill a soul. I just shake my head. What is this? Where this world is going? Where this world is going? Where this world is going? Because of so-called fake pastor, fake prophet, fake alarm. Even say, when you even say where the church is many, the most of them they don't even do it like that. They have bad one in the alarm, but the pastors, the Christian is worse than them. Is worse than them. It's worse. Even say so-called fake pastor, the one that even not going to church is better than so-called pastor and prophets. The truth is bitter, because I know that some people will know that I'm saying the truth. After watching my message, listen to my message, you will give me a tongue. But because it's only the people that their eyes are full, they're blind, and they will never see, that will say this message is not right message. Because truth they bitter, but we have to say the truth. This my channel is what happened, what really happened, that I say in this channel, nothing but the truth. So I rest for today. Thank you once again, everyone. Please, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. I love you all. Have a nice day.